What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Today's video is brought to you by Medical Professional Vegetable. I think you guys can figure that out. It gets me up in the morning. I just say caffeine, but I don't want to seem like a freak. Today is a balmy, a crisp, cool 20 degrees. The kids are all out of school because all the schools have shut down. So I'm here in the back room hiding because they're stalking the house like murderers from some B-rate horror movie, and they're trying to kill my free time and enjoyment. That's what kids do. I like it. I wouldn't have had them if I didn't, but hopefully they can give me 5 minutes to finish this video. We're going to talk about football today because the 2023 Super Bowl has been set. It is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, neither one of those teams are my teams, so I've got no real dog in this fight. I'm going to watch the game, but I enjoy watching these games where my teams aren't in it because A, the food, B, the commercials, and 3, hopefully it's a good game. I mean, that's the whole reason we watch football, right? Okay, that was a bit rude. Anyway, today we're going to talk about 11 different football games on various systems. Now, these are not the best games. These are not the worst games. Some of them look the worst. Some of them handle well. Okay, some of them may be the worst games on the systems. But these are games that I myself have played over the years. And I'm not a huge sports game kind of guy. I do collect them. I play them once in a while. But I prefer RPGs and fantasy and all that good stuff. So when a football game, particularly a football game, comes along and I thoroughly enjoy it, it must be a good game, right? Either that or I have low standards. We're going to talk about these games. I hope you guys have had a chance to play some of these games. I played a lot of these games in the arcade, and then I'd buy them on the system and the console, and they weren't as good. And so that was always one of those little hiccups for me. Was I'd play a sports game in the arcade, and I think, how well is this going to do on the console? And that's the reason why I didn't always have the best sports games for the consoles, because I wanted a game that played well on the console, not something that was just, oh, we're getting it because it was in the arcades, i.e., NFL Blitz, all that good stuff. But with all that aside, here's 11 of my personal favorite football games. Hope you guys enjoy. This is Touchdown Football for the Atari 7800. Now, initially the controls are a bit wonky. It takes a bit getting used to, but once you figure it out, it's a fun game. Not amazing, but it's a football game on the Atari 7800, so don't expect a lot. Enjoyable, worth playing once. Super Action Football for the ColecoVision. Now, to this day, I still have a very hard time playing this game. The directions and the passing is a little frustrating. I play it as much as I do just because I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm slowly getting better. So if you guys have any tips, let me know. Tecmo Super Bowl for the Nintendo. Everyone's played this game. This makes all the top football game list, and it's a great game. It's probably the most fast-paced game of them all. It's just go, 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 and it has stood the test of time. I love this game. TV Sports Football for the TurboGrafx 16. I enjoy this game because the sound effects are done really well and it just looks crisp and clear. It's not muddied, and when the teams get together, you can tell who's who. I just enjoy the way it looks and the way it sounds. NFL Quarterback Club 96 for the Super Nintendo. This is actually the first football game I ever bought and played. This was back when I was starting high school and I got into football and I understood it and I wanted to play as much as I could. It's a fun game, just like the previous game. I like the way it looks, I like the way it sounds. The little pop up of the ref, that was always kind of cool. I enjoy this game a lot. NFL Football 94 featuring Joe Montana for the Sega Genesis. This is another 16-bit game that I fell in love with and enjoyed playing. Haven't played it much these days, but I loved the voiceover work. The sound graphics were amazing. It's not the sharpest looking game, still one of the greater ones that I got to play as a kid. Madden 2002 on the Nintendo 64. This was the football game of choice for the N64. I enjoyed Blitz in the arcade, but it was just too cartoonish on the console, so I fell in love with this game and I never looked back. It looks great, it sounds great, and it plays pretty well. NFL Game Day for the PlayStation 1. Now, if I hadn't have played this game when I was in high school and grown to love it, I probably wouldn't like this game. It doesn't look that good. In fact, it looks pretty crappy. But because I have the history with it, I will always love this game and I'll always defend it and play it once a year, probably, to be honest. Madden 2005 for the GameCube. Now, most of the GameCube football games were pretty underpowered because the system wasn't that strong, but they did pretty good. They held up almost as well as the PlayStation 2 football games. This is one example that I think looks great and plays great. And if you ever get a chance, give it a couple rounds. NFL Gameday 2002 for the PlayStation 2. This game looks great, it plays great. The only downside I have is sometimes the commentators say some really stupid things. And you gotta wonder why they were recording it if they were just embarrassed for doing it. But the money was good. I mean, I've said dumber things for free. Good game. Give it a shot.
Holmes ready for the carry. Into the teeth of the defense. 3 yards on the carry. Holmes just couldn't get his motor running there. Short pickup. That's got to hurt. Philadelphia going with a 4-man front now.
This is Madden 17 for the Xbox One. Now, this game, the best looking of the bunch, and it should be. The major downside I have with this game, when you first play it, it forces you to play a Rams versus Redskins game, and you can't get out of it. You have to play that game. And then it tries to force you into practice, and that's very annoying. I just want to pick the game up and play it. Once you get past that, the game is fun. There's a lot of different modes you can do, a lot of custom and historical players and teams. It's a good time had by all.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
There you have it. There's my list. What'd you guys think? Have you had a chance to play any of these games? Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed the list, which ones I should take off, which ones I should add, certain games that you yourself have loved through the years and I should play them. I'd love to know. You guys, if you want to get a hold of me, feel free to email me at retrobandgaming@gmail.com. Other than that, enjoy the Super Bowl if you're going to watch. If not, that's cool. I will. Like I said, I gave 3 reasons. But as always, be good people, be good to those around you, and keep on gaming.